What is going on, guys? It is a Lone Vault Wanderer, and yes, I'm back for another Fallout 4 update video. This is in regards to the Survivor 2299 website. We haven't heard many updates with this site in the last couple of days. The last news I posted about it was the Google Analytic code that shared some similarities with other Bethesda official sites. But now if you were to head to the website, and a link is in the description below if you wanted to check it out yourself, there is a new Morse code on the page. Now beforehand, the Morse code was referring to the date December 11th, 2013, and of course, that is what the countdown timer is leading up to. But now there is a new Morse code on the page, and some people on Reddit managed to pick it up and decipher the message, and it reads as follows, and you can see it on the screen right now: CQ, 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 DEOZ, PSEAS. Now, happily, right, this is not just some random gibberish that we're going to have to decipher, through some sort of means. This actually roughly translates to the following message: calling any station, calling any station, calling any station. This is from Oz. Please wait. Now, on its face, in and of itself, that doesn't really give us anything. It seems like it's a distress call, from somebody who needs some help. And this has happened many times in Fallout 3. I don't know if you remember one of the DLC missions, there was a broadcast message with one person saying, "We need help, send backup." But the funny thing about it is the OZ abbreviation in that message. And what they're saying is that OZ translates to Oscar Zulu. Now, Oscar Zulu was actually a broadcast station in Fallout 3. So that from this, we can actually assume that this message has some sort of relation to this particular broadcast station in Fallout 3. Now, whether Fallout 4, if that is what this is referring to, builds upon the Oscar Zulu station from Fallout 3, it's a strong indicator of that. And what I've done is posted the wiki with regards to the signal of Oscar Zulu in Fallout 3, and I want to explain it to you now, just so you guys can maybe try, guess yourself what this might be referring to. Why is the Oscar Zulu station being referred to in the Survivor 2299 website? Now, I'm just going to be quoting verbatim from the wiki page itself, but you can read it yourself, of course. Now, the wiki page starts off by saying, "Signal Oscar Zulu is a radio station signal southeast of Relay Tower KXB811, northeast of the Temple of Union. When activated by a switch on a transformer below the tower, it broadcasts a plea for medical assistance from the son of Bob Anderstein. This is one of the 9 drainage chambers with a ham radio signal. The message repeats, 'If anyone can hear this, this is Bob Anderstein. My family and I have taken refuge in a drainage chamber not too far from the radio relay tower outside of DC. My boy is very sick, needs medical assistance. Please help if you can. We're listening for your response. 3950 kilohertz. And to the southeast of the relay tower, there is a small car, and when reached, turn southwest and go down to the hill. That's how you actually reach the sewer chambers. Now, despite the message stating that Bob Anderstein has a young boy with him, there is no third child skeleton to be found. In the opposite chamber, there is a burnt-out terminal, and the ham radio used to broadcast the distress signal, as well as a pre-war book, a DC Journal of Internal Medicine, and purified water can be found." Now, what this is suggesting is that this particular message on the Survivor 2299 website may very well be from Bob Anderstein himself, and just a small abbreviation, a small summary of what I just repeated above from Bob Anderstein in the Oscar Zulu station. Now, the fact is that there was no third skeleton found might suggest that the Survivor, the potential new protagonist in the Fallout 4 game, could be that small boy. He could have, being with his dying family, and whether his dad and his parents or whatever died first and he managed to survive, or, I'm not saying this is true, but maybe the boy managed to survive and killed his parents. I don't know, I'm just spitballing here. But the fact is that no third skeleton was found, suggests that this particular boy managed to survive. And if that boy was the survivor, that would, I reckon, have some credence to it. Because think about it this way. In Fallout 3, from Vault 101, you were born as a kid, you were brought up in Vault 101, and then you escaped the vault to be ventured out into the wasteland. In New Vegas, you were the courier. You were killed, or you're almost killed, shot in the head, and then you were brought back to life by a doctor, and then you start your journey in the Mojave. Now this is what I'm stipulating. In a very similar fashion to those stories of Fallout 3 with the Lone Wanderer and Fallout New Vegas with the Courier, imagine in Fallout 4, completely consistent with the Oscar Zulu station, and you know the associated message and story to go along with it with Bob Anderstein, you start Fallout 4 as the son of Bob Anderstein. You're sick, your family around you is dying, you're in this sewage chamber, and what you have to do is survive to get back out into the wasteland. So, you know, you have to scavenge for food, scavenge for water. That's how you learn all of your traits. You know, you pick your skill points and whatnot. So you're starting off at this sick, dying boy. Your dad is either dead at that point, or your family's dead at that point, or they're starting to slowly die. And you manage to survive. You manage to, you know, gain enough sustenance, and you walk out, you escape the sewage chambers out into the capital wasteland. And then from there, you go on to the next, you know, nearest doctor, nearest medical assistance center, and then you manage to make your way to the new setting of Fallout 4. If that was the way Fallout 4 started, it would be brilliant. It's completely consistent with the past protagonists of the game, where you're in trouble, you're in dire need, you're either escaping from a dangerous vault where the Overseer wants your head, or you've just been shot in the head, and you need to survive, and you're revived by a doctor. Maybe, and just maybe, alright, I'm stipulating a lot here. What if the Lone Wanderer from Fallout 3, because let's bear in mind, if Fallout 4 takes place in 2299, it's only 22 years after the start of the events of Fallout 3. The Lone Wanderer is still very well alive. He's only aged by 22 years. Imagine, and if this is correct, it's gonna blow my mind, but imagine your family has died, your dad has died, your mum has died, you're still sick, and you're about to die in the sewage, and the Fallout 3 Lone Wanderer comes and saves you. Very similar to the Doctor saving the Courier in New Vegas. The Lone Wanderer saves you, takes you back to the house in Megaton, and he revives you, and that's how you start your game. Imagine that, the son of Bob Anderstein, the survivor of the sewage waste, you are reincarnated, you are born again, but thanks to the Lone Wanderer, somebody that we've all come to know and love from Fallout 3, and then that's how Fallout 4 starts. That would be a fantastic story, and I think it's completely consistent with the Oscar Zulu radio station, and completely consistent with Fallout 3, continuing its storyline. Anyways, guys, what do you think? What do you think this could all mean? What does Bob Anderstein have to do with this? Is his son, could Bob Anderstein's son potentially be the survivor 2299? We're not sure, but that's my best guess. Anyways, guys, I'm off to get Xbox One. I'm really excited. So please take care of yourself, and I'd love to hear from you all in the comments below. This has been the Lone Wanderer.